So listen to this, what this woman has said, which is what I know. Whoops, it's going to take me a while to pick it up here again. Pardon me. And then my cat, of course, is going to get fully into it. Hello, how are you guys doing? Okay, there she is. So I'll just edit this meanwhile while I'm trying to find it now. It's obviously I just completely fucked up. But it's about what I was telling you about how there isn't any aliens, but there are extraterrestrials. But now, extra is a word. You can have the word ultra terrestrial, or you can have mega terrestrial, or how about just groovy terrestrial? I don't know. So what we have is a scientist who ended up killing herself. I don't know. A lot of people are saying that she did not kill herself. She was a scientist who worked closely with NASA and was working with scientists there studying anti-gravity. But see, we don't know whether or not she commits suicide or not. She ended up dead, and the dad is denying there's any foul play, that she actually killed herself. He works at NASA, and they are always trying to, he's probably, who knows, right? Why he's protecting his job, why he would, like, people won't talk, or are they? See, we don't really know. And I want to get this one little clip of what this woman said. And she's correct. But here we go. I think I'm going to get it right here. Regular people like you and me can just start downloading and getting on top of what is going on here. I mean, that's kind of what they're avoiding disclosing, is that there is extraterrestrial or ultra-terrestrial, and they are us, far ahead of time or way back. See, our concept of time is so us. That's all I can say. It's just that's what we're doing here, is hallucinating how long it is and everything, and it's just an interesting realm. But that's closer to the truth than, now this thing is just not coming up. Sorry. It is. It's closer to the truth than just like buying one kind of narrative and one path and one design, right? Because we're all here to expand into getting to know that we're here, kind of a thing, and we really haven't seen much yet, except for if we want to talk about some exterminating devices that they make out of machinery, then that's out there, and it's looking pretty darn lethal. If you want to imagine, like, say, now imagine all the wind tower technology and the Tesla technology, right, of the EMF waves and everything, microphone hooking up, that they put it and they install it inside. It can read your mind and stuff. It can program your mind, and they install it into a membrane that looks like a little robotoid or whatever, a humanoid that looks like the alien, the common bug-eyed, black-eyed alien. Look, maybe that's a sophisticated robot that merely looks like it's very biological, but it's very scary because it's highly technological, and it starts to beam and suck the thoughts out of you and stuff, because they do have that kind of weaponry. They do. It's just, this place is, it's not bad because we don't see it all, right? We don't see that kind of stuff. We're kind of protected here under a little bit of a amazing vibrational frequency. Let's just say that. In the meantime, I guess I'll play my guitar. I don't know. I wanted to do this. If it turns on, I'm definitely going to edit it. So anyway, her name is Amy Eskridge, and she said some things on camera that, I don't know, she could be in her ego about it, and her understanding isn't as clear as she would like it to be, but she was trying to tell us something, kind of like me, you know what I mean? But no, I'm telling you the truth that we are the extraterrestrial, and that's what she came up with. If we ever can get to the darn film. But I'm doing a more explicit, just, oh, as a matter of fact, the fact that each color, terrestrial, human side, is operating in vibrational frequency aligned with intellectual property of around town here, what I'm talking about, on the earth and beyond. It's because the universe is human. That's what you find rendering up realms and realities unlike anything that you can imagine. It's not like they're pouring cement and stuff like that. No, it's different. It's very dreamy. Okay, so it looks like it might come in. Yeah, this thing is still screwed up. I'll make sure I edit it, so you'll just have a little short little video, but I've been sitting here for a long time. This is April 25th. Oh, I kind of think that I have to start all over again. This page isn't responding.
And take into account the type of work that Amy was involved in, anti-gravity technology, the stakes are very high as to national security purposes on what she was working on. The fact
I can't control this thing. I'm trying to... Yeah, it's fucking up on me. The more you look at me, the more impatient I'm getting. And I've been really patient. I mean, you just got to be straight up patient through this whole place, planet dummy. I'm just refusing to shut off the camera and wait until it's perfect. I mean, sometimes this kind of thing happens and it takes a long time to really like get any kind of material going. And some artists, YouTubers, whoever, just people that dare do this kind of thing, which, right, I'm not doing much. Well, they'll talk about it. They'll say, you wouldn't believe what I just recorded for an hour, but the sound was off, or I didn't press record, or it turned off, or the battery screwed up, or something. And with this is, to me, some things are just not coincidental to me. It's supposed to start raining at 7 o'clock, and it's only 5 o'clock now. Thanks for listening to this. I'm totally just sidetracked because this thing is screwing up. But she said it on film, her little account. And it's remarkable to me. It's like, well, you know, what was the big deal? She was a scientist that was, I think she was killed or a suicide, but nonetheless, she has been unalived. And the dad has a strange statement. To me, I don't know. I'm just clairvoyant, or like Claire is something, and a lot of times I just can dial in on some stuff. What Ralph Smart doesn't understand is human nature, maybe. I don't know. Like how she would try to cover up her own suicide by saying that she wouldn't commit suicide, you know, stuff like that. You know what I mean? I think it makes more sense that she did herself out. See, that's what her father is trying to tell us. And I see that she's trying to cover it up by saying, oh, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. And I certainly wouldn't do it this way, and I wouldn't do it that way, and I didn't do it that way. Well, what way did it happen? I didn't catch it, but all I know is that she said this.
in her own words. Let's go.
So the ultra-terrestrials, I'll just tell you, the ultra-terrestrials, I think, have you heard of the P-52s and the P-47s? Do you know what that is? They're us from the future. They're from here. They are you. They are me. They're from here, from the future. P-47 is present plus 47,000 years. P-52 is present plus 52,000 years. And basically there's a calamity, right? So there's like a apocalypse scenario in the near future. It wipes out most of like everything, man. And there's the ones that go underground and survive, right? And then there's the ones that somehow stay on the surface and miraculously don't die.
I mean, people read this, right, and they say, oh, it's coming and this and that, but I am looking into something of the future that my prep and what I know we're going to see something. If you're going to live over the next 20 years, what she had just said about a huge apocalypse, but more like what they mean is a huge earth change, but really it's a wiping out of, it's the lower base case waste, babes. Like I was trying to talk to you about it. So anyway, I'll put on this video here tagged onto it how, well, you see, I'm going through downloads, and when you see me, I'm also at the same time I'm getting attacked. It's weird. I'm doing interdimensional attacks. They're, you know, it's very difficult anyway. But it's like, well, why would they want to? What's the big deal about hiding that information? You know what I mean? But it is a big deal. Oh, it's huge. And I guess, but see, I think that there's a huge push through that's going to happen because apparently they can't cut heads off because like 5 more will pop up in the form of just people that like maybe perhaps get on here and start talking. So now if you look at her demeanor, I mean, if you go on and find this material here, Ralph Smart, this is April 25th. Look what he put on there about Amy Eskeridge. I don't know. I'm just extremely discerning. And Ralph Smart is not perfect. Nope. He's a man. And so he's kind of trying to be popular all the time, and sometimes that leads him to be kind of like a salesman or a bait hook kind of person. Every once in a while, I mean, yeah, a lot of times actually. But no, there's stuff happening, and he's pulling it up, and I'm also very attuned. You wouldn't believe it. It's because I live isolated in the mountains, and then I'm very, very like I claim to be humanity. I can feel like what went on, like the David Wilcock thing, all the way back till, I mean, babes, we're all freaking connected. You wouldn't believe it. So I was trying to tell you the tape that we are connected to, kind of, so to speak. It's a recording of our lives. You know, we are all connected, even to the story of Christ Jesus. Supposedly, I mean, this thing really did happen. They recorded it. See, that's the thing that will never die. It's like, no, that was recorded at the judicial courthouse. And you wouldn't believe what is actually, I bet you anything, there's a huge book on, like, well, when are we going to open that up? Because we need to talk about, we need to have a session with the extraterrestrials. Only if they start ringing in and saying, excuse me, but I'm here. And all that is just human. Human. There's so many advancements and so many, like, they're like a snap-on and snap-off, snap-on to any technology, but really it's just a huge technological base here. Talking about that, but within a base. There's base within a base within a base. How about that? And let me just get back to one more time. Now that I found it, it took a long time, you guys. So here he begins and introduces the video, and then she's going to talk about it.
Deep divers, take a look at this video in her own words.
Watch me.
Let's go.
So the ultra-terrestrials, I'll just tell you, the ultra-terrestrials, I think, have you heard of the P-52s and the P-47s? Do you know what that is? They're us.
Have you heard of A6369? Ram OCECT? Some of us know our name now.
From the future. They're from here. They are you. They are me. They're from here. From the future.
Yes.
P-47 is present plus 47,000 years. P-52
Wonder what
is
she means.
present plus 52,000 years. And basically there's a calamity, right? So there's like a apocalypse scenario in the
near future. It's because all the civilizations that have been built, all of it, most of it, and I kind of start pointing at that in some of my videos. The interfacing system that I'm doing, the decoding, it actually points at that. It points at well, what I mean is it points at a civilization having not lifted up into outer space, technically. Like, it's been taken over because the organism is unaware that it's already there. See, we are on Earth because as it is in heaven, and so you have to understand what that means when they say that on Earth as it is in heaven. It's like say on this chair as it is in my room, kind of a thing like that. See, so yeah, she's not. I'm kidding. Very very easy to understand. It's nothing like an alien.
Here, they are you, they are me, they're from here, from the future. P47 is present plus 47,000 years. P52 is present plus 52,000 years. And basically there's a calamity, right? So there's like a apocalypse scenario in the near future. It wipes.
They get rid of a lot of stuff. The poisoning, the poison, and they can cover up. I already was talking about it, but this chick is talking about it.
Wipes out most of like everything, man. And there's the ones that go underground and survive, right?
I was talking about.
And then there's the ones that somehow stay on the surface and miraculously don't die.
That's powerful. She was onto something.
Yeah, that's what I picked up on. Yeah, and see, this is why you want to start thinking out of that box of yours to try and contact your higher ups because you're a multidimensional being. When you do look into it, because what we're doing is we're trying to wipe out pretty much what equivals just to like a parasite within the organism. The organism is infected. Yeah, I'll go on to say it, But see, this chick here, she, for whatever reason, she was found dead, or yeah, she's found dead. See, her dad that works at NASA is saying that, no, I don't think there's any foul play. I think she killed herself. He probably killed her. Who knows? Who knows how she died? So, but what she said is, it strikes me, and that's why I take the time to make this video and edit it, because it took me a long time to get the darn thing to play. Here it is, minute 26. And how long did it take? Anyway, have a nice day, and I will put this in between, like maybe there'll be two videos a day, but don't be afraid to send a donation to me. I'm being quiet about the suffering I'm going through, but I'm actually doing what I can do. So very, like, I'm just innovating what I need to do, but the main thing is to start thinking about expanding and being more for me through what I have and who I am and all that. It's a 3D thing. It's just, to me, it's like, oh God, all right, wish me luck, but can I get a little help here? Buy me a coffee. I promise I will start playing my music, and if you see a tune that I actually play, well, it's just a matter of you just keep doing it. Play it. For me, it doesn't take long at all. Just like more like 20 minutes. If I just play it for 20 minutes and then press record, you know what I mean? Thanks for listening to that. Have a beautiful rest of the day.